With the high level of immigration to Canada and the lack of new affordable housing being built, we're continuing to see competition for rental properties. In fact, 15% of properties rented in Ottawa through the local MLS did so over the landlord's asking price last month. Developers will also be seeing more increases in development charges as Ottawa looks to improve the waiting time for projects to be approved. Let's discuss this and other market trends that could affect tenants and homeowners. My name is Roch St-Georges. I'm a real estate broker in Ottawa. I help families and individuals with the purchase, sale, or rental of real estate in our city. Ottawa Realtors have rented a total of 531 rental properties in May, up from 510 last month. Rental volume is up 2.1% year over year. As mentioned in my last video, we should continue to see rental transactions pick up through June and July, as summer is generally the busier time of the year for the rental market. Looking at all rented properties in May, we had an average rental price of $2,662, up 1% month over month, but flat year over year. The median price of properties rented in May was $2,500, up from $2,450 last month. Ottawa currently has 0.9 months of inventory, or about 27 days of rental inventory. The summer months tend to be the moments when inventory is at an all-time low. We see a large volume each week of inbound inquiries from families and individuals looking to immigrate to Canada, and more specifically to Ottawa. Based on this, I do suspect the market will continue to be competitive in the coming months. When working with these families, it's not uncommon to have other homeowners and their agents ask for a few months of rent up front. We even had one homeowner and their agent ask for 12 months up front. This was despite our client, an economic immigrant to Canada, already having secured a high-paying job in Canada, having a high level of savings, as well as having a guarantor with good credit and a good stable job. Folks, it's competitive out there if you're looking. In May, rental properties rented in an average of 23 days, down from 28 days in April, and down from 26 days in May of 2022. I mentioned in my last video last month that we're likely going to see this reach 20 to 25 days on market, and it looks like we're already there today. We'll likely be closer to 20 days on market in June in my rental video recap next month. If you don't want to miss that video, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and while you're at it, be sure to hit the like button below. If you're currently looking for a rental, it will be important to not delay the visit, as well as be ready to apply should the property be of your liking. This may mean having the rental application form filled out in advance, having a copy of your recent pay stub ready to go, a copy of your credit report, and photo ID at hand. Our team can assist you with your search, so if you are looking, be sure to reach out to us. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, of the 531 properties rented in May, 80 properties rented for a price that was higher than what the landlord was asking. I confirm that when we submit rental applications, it's not uncommon for the homeowner or their agent to ask us if we're willing to pay more than the asking price, as other applicants are willing to do so. Let's now look at the rental prices from May 2023 from Urban Nation's report. Unlike the MLS stats, which gives us the average price for rented properties, the report from Urban Nation looks at the average asking price for rental properties. Canada-wide, asking prices reach an average of $2,002. Prices are up 20%, or $340 per month, from the pandemic low of April 2021, when prices were at an average of $1,662. Across Canada, the average price for a one-bedroom was $1,811. This is up 1% month over month. It is up 15.5% year over year. Looking at two-bedroom units, the average price across Canada was $2,239, up almost 1% month over month, and up 14% year over year. The following chart shows us the average price since January 2020 across Canada. Prices are up $334, or 20% from the low of March 2021 on this chart. Narrowing it down to the city of Ottawa, the average asking price for a bachelor was $1,640, up 17.6% year over year. For a one bedroom, it was $1,956, up 13.8% year over year. Two bedroom, it was $2,386, up 18.7% year over year. And finally, the average asking price for a three bedroom was $2,500, up 7.7% year over year. If you're looking for a rental, I'd recommend finding a new place before giving notice to your current landlord that you're leaving. You wouldn't want to be in a position where you haven't found a place and be forced to move out of your current unit because you already gave notice and the landlord has already found a tenant to take your place. That being said, if you find a unit that is vacant and you're looking to move into the property in 30 to 60 days, the homeowner may not want to hold it empty. It is competitive. It's a competitive market. Depending on how bad you want the unit, you may need to take the unit for sooner, even if it means you'd be likely renting two units at the same time for a month or two. This isn't ideal, of course, but this is exactly what some newcomers to Canada are forced to do, even if their arrival into the country may be a few weeks out. They often are willing to sign a lease for earlier if that is the difference between being accepted or their search continuing. In other news, the City of Ottawa is taking steps to speed up the approval process for development projects in order to meet new provincial timelines. The More Homes for Everyone Act, which aims to promote new home construction, requires cities to refund developers' application fees if they are not processed within a set time. To meet the new timelines, the city plans to raise fees charged to developers to hire more staff, increase the number of meetings, and introduce a multi-tiered pre-consultation process. This follows development charge increases in October of last year and once again in April of this year. The city will need to significantly reduce the review time for site plan applications and zoning bylaw amendments. City staff estimates that they will require an additional 37 full-time equivalent positions, costing more than $5 million to handle the increased workload. The additional staffing costs will be financed by increasing service fees. The goal is to attract the best and brightest staff and ensure applications are processed in a timely and efficient manner. However, there are concerns that the changes may result in less scrutiny of some applications, which could impact the quality of development projects. Ottawa is looking to cut down on the time required to review site plan applications by 66%, from nearly 200 days on average to 60 days on average. Let's just hope that this has a positive impact on the number of new residential dwellings built. That's all from me. If you found the video informative, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you know someone that would benefit from seeing this video, be sure to share it with them. If you want to discuss the sale or purchase of a property, even a rental property, please feel free to reach out to me using the information on the screen. Thank you so much. Merci. Ciao.